All right.
I need to pick up like doing like that, like the Fat Boy Slim video.
Right.
I need like a shirt of him just like in that pose.
Oh, that dance was so
It's
great.
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's quite brilliant.
Well, we could talk about Christopher Walken all day, but I guess we should talk about Dirk
might
Gently.
help.
Right.
Might help.
Although I do feel that Christopher Walken lives a holistic lifestyle.
And should be in our show.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I'm okay with that.
I think so as well. I also don't think he can die. If you pull a bullet to him, you can't. Like it,
I don't think
holistically, it wouldn't happen.
I don't think he
think
died.
that
The universe
conversation
would
go very
stop
well
it.
with him and Max. Could you imagine that? Max, I love you. You're great. But I can't die. I don't die ever in anything. I don't
That's a
die.
really good Christopher Walken,
Right?
man. Yeah, I didn't know you
Right?
had that in you.
I'm gonna talk to
tried.
Max. We're gonna write that
We'll
in. You're
write
gonna
it.
see that.
I'm
What we're gonna
down.
do is she's gonna be killing people in the background. You're gonna be like taking like the open mic night.
More cowbell on Dirt Gently. More cowbell.
More cowbell. All right, so let's start with
Yeah,
this.
man.
Where do we find you guys as we get right into season 2? Like, is it like a split second after, or how does this come up where we see you guys when we come into 2?
There's a small time lapse, but it picks up almost right where it lets off. You know, and I'm looking for him. You know,
It's like you found a puppy. Your puppy's gone, kind of.
Yeah,
Right?
my best friend.
Ken is that's Ken. Yeah, he's a Ken breed, purebred, first of his name. No, I'm sure Ken appreciates having somebody looking for him. To be very honest, like, what other friend would Ken really have outside of his laptop, like his Acer? You know, like, I don't know how healthy that is. So I think it's very good that Bart cares. I think that gives Ken purpose, you know, and I think that also, look, I think Bart really helped Ken become more than he is, you know, more than Ken thought he probably would ever be. So, yeah.
Now, speaking of Bart, I'm sure figuring out what your costume design is for the next one is always interesting, right? So how can we throw more mud and dirt and blood and nastiness onto your clothing and or body, right?
Are you asking me why I have the coolest character and costume on television?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. No, man, I go in and there's like 4 women that spray paint my body and shove like fake dirt into my toes. And it turns out fake dirt is really expensive, if you didn't know. So I also I cost hundreds of dollars. Yeah, and also, you know, and Max made it a point to update each character in the beginning of season 2. So I'm even cooler looking.